I am my own. Lines, curves, colors. I mark my skin. My body is my canvas, in defiance, in ritual, in tribute, with love. My past, my present, and my future. Decipher my story. Share my journey. My tale, for the world's eyes to see. My design is more than
skin deep. Thought of by many as one of the most ancient art forms, with roots believed to stem from prehistoric man. Tattooing has been powerfully ingrained throughout mankind's history.
I am in love with a lady in black.
Tattooing is very powerful to people because for a few reasons, whether it be a loss of a child or a parent or to show their love for a girlfriend or a wife, it's very, very powerful.
They're a massive, massive statement, and they're huge, they should be a huge example of yourself, or how you want to express yourself, or how you want to be perceived. You know, how people to perceive you.
I suppose there's very few things you can buy in life that will last forever, you know. I think the fact that the tattoo just lasts for a lifetime, so I think that's what makes it so powerful.
There was a reason behind it, why I got it, and yeah, it's an awesome way to express yourself and feel yourself.
It's not a small thing. Like, even the smallest tattoo isn't and should never be like a small decision or a flippant decision.
There's definitely people that get tattooed on a whim, but I say for the most part, most of the people that come into me to get tattooed, it's something very, very personal and something that they want to show off to the world and gives them some kind of empowerment.
A sacred art, passed down through countless generations. From the founding cultures of civilization, tattooing has remained in society and is ever evolving.
Tattoos generally are done a lot better than they were 20 years ago. Well, there's been a lot of changes. For me, the machinery has improved greatly, you know, and the colours are more vibrant. Like when I tattooed maybe 25 years ago, it was all thick outlines and filling in basic, you know, traditional tattoos.
The swallows and the eagles, and that was pretty much all you were getting 10 years ago or 10, 15 years ago, was that kind of stuff. There was definitely no elaborate custom work being done, so it was really very, very simple. I'd say 10 years ago, the people that mainly would have got tattooed were definitely your Goths and your metalers and stuff, people you'd see in Brussels on a Saturday night. Then you'd have more inner city guys with kind of criminal tattoos. Lower class people were getting tattooed a lot more back then.
I am new to the industry in relation to classes and stuff. Yeah, for sure there's been a massive, massive shift in that regard. I think it's for everybody. Tattoos are for everybody now.
Stigma associated with tattoos is in decline. Young society has outgrown the old-fashioned negative opinion of tattoos below the elbow, resulting in a popular mainstream trend of highly visible tattoos.
I think it's definitely more of a trend to be heavily tattooed these days.
It's still more the young people think than it is the old people think, because old people still have this different way of thinking about tattoos.
For someone to have tattoos on their forearms, even I really mean this, like 10 years ago, less than 10 years ago, was quite extreme. So now that's not the case. Now tattooers in England, they say that the hand is the new arm, neck is the new hand, and face is the new neck, if you get what I mean.
When people are just getting tattoos on their hands and on their face and on their neck, before they have other parts of the body tattooed, it's the wrong way to do things, you know. And there's unspoken rules, unspoken code there, and that's definitely one of the things. Like, don't do the hands and neck when you're not ready to
You get 19, 20-year-old guys with face tattoos and it's not a big deal. You wouldn't look twice at them. You would not have seen that 10, 15 years ago whatsoever. So people are just looking for the newest way of looking cool or extreme with tattoos, which is just getting harder and harder each day.
I suppose, again, people get sleeves. They plan the sleeve now, where years ago they would have just got a basic tattoo and then add to it. So I think more coverage is popular now than it wouldn't have been years ago.
I guess it's influenced a lot by what's going on in media, what they see on the TV. For sure that has a lot of influence on young people.
The TV programs that came along, your Miami Ink, that had a profound change.
That tattoo TV show certainly would have opened the doors to people, you know, who had never been in a shop before. They did, however, you know, give people unrealistic expectations of tattoos. You know, they don't go through pain, they don't cry. They tell their story, their reason behind the tattoo, and then they're set on their merry way with their full sleeve in one 10-minute sitting.
Throughout history, the art of tattooing has felt society's arms of embrace, but its journey has also been scorned by society's rejection, abolishment, and even criminalisation.
I think it's just totally acceptable now. When you see people in jobs where you wouldn't have seen 20 years ago.
We've tattooed GPs in here, we've tattooed solicitors, people from certain political parties, and they've got visible tattoos. It's not really that big of a deal. It's definitely more socially acceptable now to have visible tattoos, without a doubt.
They are more accepting, definitely. But I don't think people necessarily need to accept them. There's places that they should be acceptable, and there's places that you probably should cover them, you know?
Yeah, definitely way more acceptable than it was years before, from what I can hear, because obviously I'm still pretty young. So
regarding to where it's going to be in 10 years, I don't know. As I said, it's going to go one of two ways. It's going to be 10 times more popular, with people walking in the street, every second person having swallows on their faces, or else it's going to be extremely uncool again, which I'm secretly hoping for, because then it'll be at a point again where, because it's uncool, it'll be cool to have tattoos again. That's the only way it's going to become that dangerous and outlaw way again, is if it's not popular.